Every business owner says that they want to increase sales today. Well, our guest and great client, Simone Fulmer, shares her top 5 ways to use community outreach and relationship building to give you more freedom to enjoy what you do. Welcome to this week's DMC Marketing Nugget. So today we're bringing on our great client, Simone Fulmer, who is managing partner and co-founder of Fulmer Sill Law Firm. Welcome, Simone. Great to have you.
Hi, Devin. Thank you for having me. It's good to be
This is
here.
yeah, it's great to have you, and should be a great episode. So I understand, we've been working together for quite some time now. One of the reasons that I believe you hired DMC as your marketing company is because we're different. We like to be unique. We take different strategies and different approaches. So tell me a little bit about how your firm is different.
Okay. Well, you're right. We picked you because you were different, and we think we're a little different. When I started the firm, I started it totally on the idea that we needed to enter the 21st century, and I came from a traditional law firm background. And so we're untraditional from the way we're set up. Our office is all open. We do cases that are personal injury, but they're not your run-of-the-mill car wreck case. And we wanted to market differently. We're not on TV. We're not a high volume kind of business. So when we were looking for some help, you were the perfect guy.
And that leads into your tagline, which is?
Not your grandaunt's law firm, different approach, same values.
Excellent. So today we want to discuss 5 strategies for long-term success and long-term growth. So many people are living in this on-demand world where they want instant results, and there's definitely things out there that can get you some leads quickly and help your business overnight. But the reality of it is that we want to look at long-term success. Yes, we want to have some victories quickly, but building your business to have that sustainability and just continue that growth. So Simone, I want you to share with us your 5 steps and your strategies that you have within your office on how to really build that long-term growth.
We are focused entirely on building relationships. And the first strategy that we rely on is what we call our top 25. And those are the top 25 referral sources that we have identified that we want to pay a little extra special attention to. And that top 25 includes lawyers who might see the kind of cases that end up being referred to us. We do insurance bad faith. A lot of times those cases start with a lawyer who has been representing someone on an insurance claim. But our cases require a bigger team, more resources. And so we reach out to that kind of lawyer to let them know that we're here. We want to partner with them if they see those cases. Our top 25 also puts our name in front of doctors, certain doctors, because we also have a part of our practice that's catastrophic injury, including brain injuries. And again, that's a special niche, so to speak, in lawyering. And so it's good that those doctors know our names. And one of the things we've used, which I have just loved, is the books that DMC have put together for us, the video books. And we can get those in the doctor's hands, and then they can give them to their patients and say, hey, you might need a lawyer. Here's a law firm that does this. And it introduces them to us and our approach.
Yeah, that's a different approach from many attorneys out there. I mean, they're spending millions of dollars on TV, billboards. So this more targeted approach allows you to be very focused, allows you to have personal connections. So tell us about your second strategy.
Our second strategy, again, is focused on building relationships, and that's social media.
Okay. And social media, I mean, everyone hears social media. They know, okay, yeah, we do posts, we do things, but you're doing it a little bit differently with our help, of course, but your team is very much involved as well. So tell us a little bit about how that's different than just your standard run-of-the-mill social media.
Yeah, we wanted the content that we're pushing out to be content that really tells people about us, about our involvement in the community, and then interesting things that are happening in the community that might interest people. The idea is to get our name out there, but not necessarily connect it to a car wreck or information about the law. In our practice, we intend to see a client once, and so and usually they're coming to us at a time that they never dreamed they would even have to have a lawyer. And um, you see all those ads on television, and people don't pay attention to the lawyer commercials when they don't need a lawyer. So
Right.
we're trying to build a relationship, get our name out there so that at that time, if they do need a lawyer, we are top of mind.
So social media helps you keep staying in front of people. It shows your personalities. It shows that you're involved in the community and that you're a great group of people. And it would be, someone that I would want to work with versus these guys that are the big guys on TV and on the billboards. So just that personal touch and connection that we can do with unique marketing through social media. So I think that's great to bring to the audience, is that it's not always just putting out the normal things, but show your personality through your social and stay out there in front of people consistently. Your next strategy that you want to share?
The third strategy for building our client base, so to speak, is networking. And because I have a business that is based on referrals, networking is a great place for us to get our knowledge of what we do out to people who are also lawyers, that so that they know we're out there. And it's not just lawyer organizations that we are a part of. One of my lawyers is a Mason. Some of our others, spend a lot of time and are active in their churches. And so this is a way that, we are interacting with the community, but interacting in such a way that we again build those relationships so that if someone needs a lawyer or someone they know needs a lawyer, they remember, hey, I know a good lawyer.
Yep. Even Jacob from your team is involved in the improv group. So that's just another way that he's staying out there in the community, meeting people as well, right?
Absolutely. Thank you for reminding me of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
on various boards, nonprofit boards. And again, that's just a way to, if we're going to be relying on relationships to feed our pipeline, we need to be thinking about ways to engage in our community. And that's my number 3 strategy.
Absolutely. So not only staying out there in social media, but staying out there in real life and in person definitely helps. So now we're moving into the 4th strategy for Fulmer Sill.
All right. The 4th strategy is really community engagement, but doing it in a little different way. We have an art show, and our art show we do here in our law firm. We have created, when we were building out the space, I had a lot of white walls, and I thought this would be great for an art gallery. And, that just sparked an idea. And I happen to be friends with the guy who works for the Oklahoma Contemporary Museum. And so he curates a show for us every quarter. This show has been in here since January, just simply because of COVID. But the idea is that we're bringing artists in, give local artists a chance to show their work. In fact, sitting here behind me is a lovely piece by our current exhibitor, who's Christy Owen, fantastic local artist, been featured on Better Call Saul. She has a piece on that show. But
Awesome.
anyway, so we are a gallery for these artists. We throw an event for them, invite former clients, invite present clients. It's a way to kind of have that client engagement. I think, as I said a moment ago, I'm only going to see these clients once, I hope. I hope they don't get hurt again or have an issue to come see me again. But I want to maintain those relationships. And not only for a personal reason, but from a business perspective, they're going to remember their lawyers and staying in touch with them, and really living those values that we live. The second aspect of our art show is, as I said, it's a real art show. I mean, they're true gallery, and so where we would otherwise be entitled to a commission on the pieces we sell, we have deferred getting a commission in lieu of having the artists themselves choose from a list of nonprofits we provide. And when they sell something, rather than the commission coming to us, it is being donated to a local nonprofit. And again, that's community engagement and really putting our values out there with theirs.
So just that one strategy alone has many benefits, right? You've got the
Absolutely.
personal involvement. You're able to mingle with people, get to know them on a personal level. You have past clients coming in there, which we actually were out in Oklahoma to do a
Yes.
video shoot for a few days. And we captured some great testimonials from your past clients. So we were able to get that content, get content from the other lawyers in your firm. And then on top of that, there was another referring attorney that was there that we were able to get a great testimonial and tell his story. So we're making heroes out of your clients and your referees to really hit a home run with just doing that event. So here's a few clips from the recent event that we did at Fulmer Sill in Oklahoma.
I went to a different attorney and she brought me here because she said this is the best place because you guys handle this kind of stuff. Jacob come to our house to get to know us or know me better, to kind of see what kind of person I was so he could work with me. I mean, he would drive me to the place where we had to do the deposition. He would talk to me, he would call me. He kept me abreast of everything that was going on.
They settled pretty quick, yeah. She's a tremendous negotiator. It was everything I expected it to be, and more. I'm not in pain anymore, and the settlement was enough to kind of help with our retirement program.
Yeah, the peace of mind and the closure, and knowing she was able to get everything that she could, that's what Chad was able to do. I loved it because he proved me right. It was the right decision.
Yeah.
Perfect.
He was a star, I can say. I worked in the past with attorneys, so I was very impressed with his professionalism.
So as you can see from those clips, people are having a blast. They're having a good time. They're interacting with your team. It's just another great way to build awesome relationships on top of getting all the other benefits from the testimonials and just the overall camaraderie. So kudos to you on doing those events.
They are a lot of fun, and our team just really enjoys them as well, which kind of dovetails into my fifth strategy, and that is to involve the team and let them be a little bit silly. The silly stuff is memorable stuff, but it also shows people that we're normal, we're human. The kind of work we do is fairly complex, fairly hard to understand sometimes, and when people see that we're just normal, I think that's important for them when they first meet us. And engaging the team really does kind of, I mean, it's so many more tentacles to get out there to folks, particularly when you're on word of mouth kind of marketing, but also if them being a little bit silly and being a little bit creative. At Christmas, a group of them got together and decided they wanted to do something based on grandma got run over by a reindeer, hire us. And, you know, it's a little bit different, but hey, go for it. And you guys helped them do it. It became something that we put on Facebook, very well received. So I love that. But the silly stuff, and you guys have done some great silly stuff for us.
Yeah, absolutely. And the silly stuff does become more memorable, I think, with commercials and anything like that, is just to have some fun. So here's another one that we put together. This is a series of videos titled Outspoken, and it just highlights attorneys in a different way. So take a look at this.
So I'm talking to you. Okay.
Did I mess everything up? Okay. My name is Simone Fulmer.
We think we have the experience and skill set that you need in obtaining the best for your clients.
I just like, I've been better than I've been. And I'm like,
I didn't come from a family of but for as long as I can remember, I wanted to when I grew up.
we're committed to f***ing that and f***ing every that is going to the of their Fulmer Sill. Different approach, same values.
So you can see that we absolutely love to be silly and have some fun, and we so appreciate the team at Fulmer Sill to allow us to do videos like this. It just helps with the marketing and helps with that relationship building. So Simone, go ahead and recap the 5 strategies that you're using for long-term growth.
You betcha. The first one is our top 25 list, our top 25 referrals. Number 2 is social media. Number 3, networking. Number 4, our art show, which is culture, community involvement. And number 5, the silly stuff.
Strategies that you can implement within your business to really help you out with that long-term success, that building the relationships with your past clients, current clients, future clients. So we urge you to implement those strategies into your business. And Simone, you're doing some other great things to help business owners out, primarily focusing and working with female attorneys right now on their business. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I have a video I've put together, and the video is that you can have a successful practice and still do what you want with my 5P formula.
Okay, and that 5P formula is now available for you right now at fulmersill.com/5P. Simone was kind enough to record another video to hit on those 5Ps. So please go there now, take a look, and listen to those strategies that are also going to help you with that long-term success and growth within your business. So great episode, Simone. I really appreciate all the inside knowledge that you've shared with us and our audience today, and look forward to continued success with you and your team there. And just really appreciate everything that you've got going on. Fill us in on how people may get in touch with you if they have any questions.
You bet. And thank you, Devin, for having me. If you want to reach out to me, please feel free to call 405-510-0077, or you can catch me on my email, sfulmer@fulmersill.com.
Well, it was awesome to have you. Really appreciate it. Looking forward to doing some more fun, silly stuff with you guys and continuing to grow your business as we all grow together. Thanks for everyone out there watching us. Make sure you go ahead and share this video with everyone out there. Stay in tune for us. Next week, we'll be joining you with another great episode. So stick on by for next Monday's DMC Marketing Nugget. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.